everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I get to sit down and do a little colour and chat today, so it's quite exciting because I've not done a colour and chat in about 3 weeks. I'm sure it's around 3 weeks. It feels like quite a while since I've sat down and coloured on camera. So I am doing this page, and this is from Lana Green's Green Portraits. Now I did purchase this copy on Amazon UK. She did end up taking them off there because she was trying to work out all the forms she had to fill in to sell abroad. She realised she hadn't done it, so she had to take them off Amazon while she sorted all the paperwork out. I'm not sure if she's put them back on there yet, but if you can't get a hold of the physical copy, all these illustrations are on her Etsy store, so you can purchase them and print them off on your own paper. But this one is called Miso. The names of the girls are just on this page, all the names of the pages. Yeah, so I thought I'd just start colouring her hair and have a little chat. The background's a Distress ink background, and I did use a washi tape around the edge just so I got this really nice crisp line. There's something that's really aesthetically pleasing about it, which I just love. I've done it in the Christine Karen Wildflower Folk book as well with this, and I think I'll do it quite a few times. I'm really enjoying doing that in a minute. So I'm using the Polychromos pencils just in case anyone wants to know. I'm going to give her a sort of blonde hair with some darker roots. So I've pulled out Cream 102, Light Yellow Ochre 183, I've pulled out Walnut Brown 177, and I've got Nugget 178, just for reference, in case you want to know. Should I bring you in, or you're right up there? I know it's just a colouring chat, but you might want to see a bit more of what's going on. I apologise if it is looking a bit dark on camera. Unfortunately, I brought my wire that plugs into my light, so that was fun. It's my own fault when I extend because my light is my phone holder as well. It's like a 2-in-1 kind of thing. So when I'm sort of moving the camera further up, the wire, the USB whatever it is cable that's in the light, when I move the camera up, it's pulling because the wire's not long enough, and I've not noticed it's been pulling down and pulling down, and then eventually it did. Is it this side? It snapped off. So I don't know why my partner's put that into that bit, but that bit's obviously off here and it completely came off, so I need a new one of these. So I've no lamp at the minute. I've not bothered putting it on because the battery will just, you know, the power in it, should I say, not the battery, the power in it will just die straight away basically because it's not plugged into anything. So yeah, that was fun. I'm always breaking wires. I think everyone in this house is. My daughter's murder for breaking her phone chargers. I'm murder for keep breaking these that are attached to my lamp. I think we just need an endless supply of wires, or a constant reminder to be careful with them. My partner's is like, why do you two always do this with wires? I'm sure he's broke a few in his time. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure he has. So yeah, the reason why I've not been on and done a colouring chat in about 3 weeks, possibly 4 weeks, is because my two youngest children caught chickenpox from school, which was lovely. So my son actually caught them 2 days before they broke up for the week off school. So I had him off for an extra 2 days as well as the week they had off school. And then the day before they were due to go back to school, my daughter caught them. So she had a good 2 weeks off school when she should have only had 1, because obviously they can't go in school with chickenpox. They were quite bad, to be honest. They had a good dose of them. They were covered from head to toe in them. My son had some massive ones. They looked quite sore actually. He never complained once. He didn't even complain. None of them, to be honest. None of them complained. They weren't complaining of it being itchy. They weren't itching too much, the spots. But my son did have a couple what looked really sore. They were really quite big and almost a bit. If they'd have gone any worse, I'd have had to go to the GP, I think, the doctors, to check they weren't infected. But yeah, he was fine. He was fine. He's all healed up now. Yeah, so my daughter's just got the remnants of scabs what need to disappear, but she got one under her eye, like, you know, the lash line at the top of the eye. She literally got one there, and I said, Hazel, is it not annoying you that, like, can you not see it through your eye all the time? Because you can imagine, can't you? And bless her, she said it weren't bothering her. She had a massive one on her nose, and I was laughing because it was Halloween, and I was joking, saying she doesn't need a costume, she's got this big wart on her nose. And well, she had a witch costume anyway, but that just added to it. the big chicken pox on the nose. So that's my cream down. Should I start with the darkest colour now and the roots, or should I go light to dark? You know what, I'm going to go light to dark on this one. So let's switch it up a bit. Normally I do put my base layer down first, then I'll go in with the darkest colour at the roots and then my middle tone, but nah, we'll go for the next lightest, why not? So light yellow ochre 183. So my 13-year-old, she's going on a residential with school at the beginning of December. I was quite shocked because normally residentials are like in the summertime. Yeah, and we had a letter through in the end of October, I think it was. We had a letter through saying they was going to go on a residential the beginning of December, and I was like, well, that's like quite short notice. But the good thing about it is because it's a special needs school, there's more funding for those schools, so I don't think there's actually a cost for parents to pay for this residential. I think it's all paid for. And it's 3 nights. Is it 2 nights or 3 nights? I can't quite remember. It's either 2 or 3 nights, and they do things like kayaking, wall climbing, things like that, all fun activities outdoors. So I'm just waiting for a list to come home from school of clothing that she needs, because she has been to this same residential before with her primary school. So the school she was at before this one, she did actually go with them as well to the same centre, so she knows what to expect. She's not going to be scared because she knows what it looks like and everything, so that's good. But she will need some warm clothes because it's absolutely freezing. It was cold this morning, and there was actually a little bit of ice on my window, a little tiny bit. I didn't need to scrape it off, but it was there, and I had to put my heaters on the windows to just clear it a bit. I said to my daughter, I went, is that ice? But yeah, so she'll be going there for a few nights, which she'll enjoy. And that's one of the reasons why we decided to put the tree up early this year. Because normally we do put our Christmas tree up the first week in December, and because my daughter is going on the residential the first week in December, I didn't want her to miss out on putting the tree up. So we were just rearranging the living room last week, and I said, should we just put it up? Let's just put it up. So the kids, it's one of the artificial trees where you have to pull out all the branches and spread all the branches out. So we did that and put the lights on, and then I let the kids loose on it. I just put the decorations in front of them, and the kids just whacked it all on anywhere and everywhere. I always just let them do it because I'm not particular. I'm not one of these people what goes to the tree when they're in bed and rearranges it all. I don't bother. Just let kids be kids. Let them have fun. Let them put the decorations where they want to put them. You know, they're only young ones. Emergency vehicle. Custom on my videos. There you go. Get that added in for free. Every time. Yeah, so we put the tree up, and we've bought some new living room furniture because some of the shops have started their Black Friday deals sooner, because I think the actual Black Friday date is at the 24th of November. I think it might be, but some stores have started it early, doing like an early Black Friday. So this particular store had like a 3-piece furniture set. So you got the coffee table, you got the side table, and you got a TV unit for £200, which was really a good deal actually. It looks really nice in the living room now. because we've never really had a coffee table. You know, when the kids are very young, you don't tend to have things like that, or we never did, because the kids were wild, they'd be running around, they'd be banging their heads on things, and a coffee table is just one more thing to worry about a small child banging the head on the corner of, especially if they're those sharp edges. So we just never bothered with any of that. But now they've got a bit older. My youngest is 5, he'll be 6 in December. So I thought, you know what, let's get some furniture in this living room, let's make it look a bit more homely. Because I think when you've just got an empty shell of a room, it can look just quite boring, and you know, when you put a bit of furniture in there, it looks really nice. So yeah, we did that. I've got some new curtains and a new rug, which is due to come tomorrow, I think. So that was a bit of an investment piece. I did actually buy the rug with the money I got from selling a few diamond paintings. Because as you might have noticed, I have lost all passion for diamond painting. I've just totally, you know, gone off that hobby completely. So I've not, although I've not removed my diamond painting YouTube channel, it is still there. I have not posted on that for, gosh, the longest time, and I have no intention of going back to that. So I might find out how to remove it, if I'm honest, off of YouTube and shut that channel down. It's one of them things, isn't it? Hobbies come and go, I think, and you know, some will stick, like obviously the colouring. I really enjoy the colouring. I don't think that'll ever go anywhere anytime soon, but some hobbies stick and some just come and go, you know, where you have a little dabble in different things. It's like with anything sort of arty. I had a go at watercolouring, I had a go at pan pastel pet portraits, and none of them have stuck for very long. I like to, you know, fleet from one thing to another with things. I am really enjoying the gouache paintings, you might notice, because I've stuck to that, and I still really enjoy that. But yeah, so I got rid of some diamond paintings, I listed them up on eBay, and then the money I got from them, I bought myself a lovely new rug for my living room. So yeah, there's still one diamond painting left up on eBay, and it is the Medusa by Christopher Lavelle. Now that one is actually out of stock at the minute on Diamond Art Club, and it's £80 to buy, and then obviously it's £20 shipping, isn't it, from Diamond Art Club. So if you was in the UK and looking to buy that when it did come back in stock, it'd cost you what, about £100 to get it to the UK. Well, I've got the biddings starting at £50 over on eBay for that one, or you can buy it now for £70, and that's including your postage, because I'm paying for the postage on that as well. So if anyone in the UK who's watching is interested in that, it is up on there for, well, I don't know when this video is going to go up, but let's say it's possibly only on there for another day before it sells. There is one bidder on it, so someone has bid the £50 at the moment, so it's just a waiting game now. It'll either go for £50 or we'll get into a bidding war. I don't know. There is like 10 watchers on it, I think. Something like that. But yeah, the one and only diamond painting I have got left is a Rick and Morty one, which I'm halfway through. It's a bit of a whip. And that is a present, a Christmas present for my daughter. So I have to get that done now. And even that, it's only a little one. I've only got a little bit left to do, really. Well, half, but because it's a small painting, it's only a little bit. And even that, I'm like, oh gosh, do I really have to go and do that now? Honestly, I've totally lost the love for it. But you'll probably be the same. I know a lot of colourists do other hobbies as well. A lot like the, is it called felting, where you can make the little felt animals? Oh, I'd love to be able to do that. I know a lot of you do that. Knitting, crochet. Yeah. I've always said I'd love to be able to knit or crochet, but I've been shown that many times and I still can't get the hang of it, so I just give up on that one. I am a bit, we call it cack-handed, if you're a bit like not very good with your hands in that way. But I was always the same. As a Girl Guide, I could never do the knots. You know why they teach you all the different knots? I could never do the knots. Gosh, it took me the longest time learning how to tie my laces when I were a kid. That was bad enough. I think some of my children are taking after me. My eldest daughter's like 14 and I swear she still struggles to tie laces at times. I swear. Can't be good at everything in life though, can you? It's just reminded me as well, I only actually learned how to tie, you know when you blow balloons up for birthdays? It took me, I think I was 27 years old before I learned how to knot a balloon because I could never do it. I could never do it. I'd always blow the balloons up, then give them to my partner and say, just, you're going to have to tie the knot on that. But then at 27-year-old, something just clicked and I could do it. And I was like, huh? So I'm 37 now, so I've been able to tie balloons for 10 years. It's the 10-year anniversary of me learning to tie a balloon. Oh, I'm so sad, aren't I? So sad. Oh, on, when was it? When was it? Yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Why did I have to think about that? Yesterday I went to our local town with Colour Me Stress Free and she very kindly bought us lunch. And it was a little tapas bar. I've never been before, but she's been in before. She said it's nice. It was called Hendra. And ordered a few little tapas things from there. It was really nice actually. I had crispy duck, what was it? Crispy duck pancakes and halloumi fries. Oh, the halloumi fries were lovely. Absolutely lovely. I can't remember what Debbie had, but I remember she had something with steak and they'd done her steak rare and I don't think she liked it. I think she liked it more medium well done. So she was picking out the rare bits of steak. But it looked nice what she had as well, to be honest. I think the day we went it was half price, like each little tapas dish was half price. Which she said, she said I won't pay full price for it because it is quite pricey if you was having to pay full price. But it's alright if you go on the days where it's half price. Basically, but yeah, that was lovely. So thank you again, Debbie, if you're watching, for getting us lunch. And we had a little mooch around the shops. We went in this new toy shop that's opened up and had a little look at all the toys because I have been getting little bits and pieces ready for the big guy. 25th of December, know what happens then. Oh, I was in stitches last night. My little girl and little boy, they've been being quite a bit naughty lately, quite a bit naughty. And my little girl was stood in the living room because I keep telling her Santa's watching, right, seeing if she's good or seeing if she's being good or bad, right? And last night she randomly said to me, she said, Mum, where's the camera in the living room? And I said, Santa's camera? She said, yeah. I said, oh, it's in the star on top of the tree. And she went a bit closer and she went, oh, I think I can see it. She said, I think I can see it. And then she stood right next to it and she went, hello, big fat guy. And I just thought, well, that worked, didn't it? That worked. Telling her to stop being naughty because Santa can see and she's going straight up to the pretend camera saying, hello, fat guy. I don't know. Cannot cope with that child. But because of her autism, when you tell her not to do something, she's got like the demand avoidance part of autism, which is if you tell her to do something, even if you think you're doing it in a subtle way, she'll have a fight or flight response to it, and she'll do it more. basically. She'll do it more. So some things I try to ignore. Sometimes I'll drop a little comment like, oh, we shouldn't say this and we shouldn't say that. Yeah, it's just kids don't come with a manual, do they? Especially not when they've got additional needs and you're just like trying to do your best. But yeah, what else have I been doing? I've actually got a list of bullet points at the side of me, because when I come on for a colouring chat, I always forget what I wanted to say. So I've got a little checklist at the side of me with bullet points, and I've got kids chickenpox on there. We've already talked about that. The residential trip, the Christmas tree going up, the new living room furniture. Oh, that's what we're going to decorate the dining room as well. We're going to decorate the dining room. Hasn't been decorated for about, oh my, I don't think it's been decorated since we first moved in, and we're talking, how long are we talking? My eldest is 14 and we moved in when she was 1 year old, so we're talking about 13 years my dining room hasn't been decorated for. Something like that anyway. I'm sure it is. I'm sure we've not decorated since we first moved in, so it desperately needs doing. And I picked out some, it's magnolia at the moment. You know when you first move in a house and you're like, oh, let's get the big massive tubs of magnolia paint because it's the cheapest, and just do all the walls magnolia. Well, I want like, now when I said green, it's gonna come off, ooh, green, but it's not green, it's like a, would you call it a sage? I think the colour I actually looked at was called lily pad. But I think it's like a sage kind of green, like a really muted, neutral kind of greeny tinge. Because I think it looks really nice. So we're gonna go for that, I think, and just get the walls done. Right, let's get some of this on now. Nugget 178. But on one wall, because our house is like one of those that's back to front, so we've got the fire and chimney breast at the back of the house in the dining room. So on that wall we had like a feature wall where we had wallpaper on that one wall, so we're gonna have to actually steam all that off before we can paint as well. That's the worst bit, isn't it? Steaming wallpaper off. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Nothing worse. Especially if you get the stubborn wallpaper. You know, some comes off really easy, and then you'll get that stubborn wallpaper that just you have to scrape and scrape and scrape at. So we'll see. But the walls are quite shoddy in there as well. So we're gonna get some of some filler and fill in all the holes and cracks and things. We're hoping to get it done before Christmas, but I don't know. I think sometimes my partner says things and then like doesn't do them. You know the score. You know the score, girls. Say, oh, we'll do this, we'll do this. Oh yeah, we'll get that done before Christmas. And then you're waiting and waiting. You're like, are we getting this done this week? Are we doing it this week? Oh, la 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 la. So we'll see. I'll let you know the score on that one. But how many weeks are we off till Christmas now? I don't know. I don't even know. But it's my daughter's birthday on the 19th of November. So she's actually asked me for a donut cake. Now, well, it's not a cake. It's an actual like giant donut. And she's seen it on TikTok. So I went on TikTok and I was like, let's just see where this store is. You know, if it's legit and if they deliver to the UK, like if they're in the UK and stuff. So I had a look and I found one called Project D, something like that. And they do sell big giant donuts. I mean, it's 20 quid like, but I thought, go on, because she doesn't really like birthday cake. She says it's quite sickly cake, but she likes donuts, so yeah, so I've got her one of them. I think it's a Biscoff one. Yeah, it's a Biscoff one. You know the Lotus Biscoff one? It's got like caramel inside the donut. Ugh. See, I'm not keen on the caramel bit, me. I'd have preferred one of the Kinder Bueno ones because it had Nutella inside it. I was like, do you not want one with Nutella in? She's like, no, I want the Biscoff with caramel. I'm like, damn. Damn. But she's asked for some Converse, you know, the Converse high tops. She's asked for some of them. Typical teenager. She's asked for a tracksuit, some Converse high tops, and there's these collectible teddies called Jellycats, they're called. She's asked for one of those. It is really adorable though. It is really adorable. Really cute. So I've got everything sorted for that, which is good. And then obviously we've got Christmas on the 25th. We all know 25th of December. We all know when Christmas is. And then it's my little boy's birthday on the 27th of December, which is just a nightmare. What I normally do is I normally get one toy in advance. So with his Christmas stuff, I'll go out and buy an extra present for his birthday. And then on Boxing Day, I will go to the local supermarket and they've reduced all the toys. So I normally get him an extra toy in the Boxing Day sale. Which is good really, isn't it? But yeah, and then on the 29th of December, it's my partner's birthday. Loving life. All these birthdays around Christmas. Yeah. Then the 6th of January, it's my nephew's birthday. I think everyone just decided to have babies in the autumn winter months in our house. Have I just drawn a line that way there, or is it me? I think I got the pencil. I am turning around quite a lot as well. I do apologise. You know what it's like when you're doing hair, you need to get the good angle. You need a very sharp pencil and a good angle. And my sharpeners, I need to order some new sharpeners. My sharpeners are breaking. I don't know what's going on. It could have something to do with the 100 pencils that my daughter's got me to sharpen for them. I think that's got a little bit of something to do with it. And some of them with that dodgy shape as well. They're not like a square, or maybe they are like a square or triangle type shape. Well, let's just say I shouldn't have put that in my sharpener, because that immediately felt like it shouldn't have gone in there. Oh dearie me. The thing is, right, they have their own sharpeners. There's about 4 sharpeners, just standard pencil sharpeners in this house, because they've all got one. They've got one each, but they never know where they are. Strange that. They can never find them. So I was like, Mum, will you sharpen this? And my poor sharpener is just dying on me. Literally dying on me. Yeah. So I'm in the house on my own tonight as well. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Well, I'm not on my own. There's people here, but I just mean like my partner's going out. He's going watching his nephew in a boxing match. He did ask me if I wanted to go, but I was like, well, if I go, I'm going to have to ask my mum if she'll sit in the house with the kids. And because the boxing match is, did he say it's Liverpool or Manchester? It's in the big city centre basically. And I said, you've got to put travelling time on top of the boxing time. I said, my mum's not going to sit in the house all night. She doesn't mind a couple of hours where we go to the cinema, I said, but she's not going to sit in the house all night with the kids. And plus, I'm not really into boxing. I'm one of these, I don't like watching it. I don't like people getting hurt, and it just seems crazy to me that you can just stand and punch each other. I know that sounds really soft, but I just don't like it. So yeah, my partner's going watching his nephew boxing tonight, and I've got the house to myself once the kids have gone to bed. So I'll be able to catch up on some TV. I don't know what I'll put on. I've got a microwave meal for one in the fridge. It's so depressing. Yeah, I've got a curry chicken korma for my tea later. I think my kids have asked for pasta for tea, so I'm gonna do them some tomato pasta. But I don't fancy it, so I'm having my curry later on by myself. Yeah, but the person who my nephew's fighting is like a stand-in, because the original boy who was supposed to fight pulled out, so then they had to find someone else, and this new one looks like, let's just say my nephew's only 18, and the boy who was supposed to fight looked around that age too. They looked on par with each other. Now this new, oh, was that postman Pat? I heard a big bang downstairs. I think they've put parcel through my door. But yeah, this new person they've put with him to fight looks like a fully grown man. Honestly, he looks about 30-year-old, full beard thing going on. And I just said to my partner, I said, I'm glad I'm not going watching that, because my nerves couldn't take watching that. No chance. No chance. They're obviously matched up in height and weight, because they wouldn't put him with him otherwise. But he's a lot older than what his nephew is. There we go. And I'm super happy as well, because I've been watching, I don't know if you're in the UK, you'll probably know what it is and all about it, but it's a reality TV program called Big Brother that came back on over here. Well, I've been watching it religiously because I like a bit of drama and a bit of, what do you call it, trash TV, shall we say. I've been watching that, but it's due to go off. Is it next week or the week after? I think it's the last couple of weeks. But I've seen the advertisement for another new reality program that I love watching, which is I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So I'm excited for that. Sad for Big Brother going off, but excited for I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here coming back on. That one's more fun, I think, because I just love seeing them squeal with the bugs and things. I could never do it. I can't even touch a spider's web. My partner always says to me, he's like, it's just a web, there's no spiders there. I'm like, but I can't, but a spider's been on it. Like, that's come out of a spider. Like, that web has come off a spider. Or if there's a dead one somewhere and they'll go, just pick it up with a tissue, it's dead. I'm like, I cannot categorically. I've got such bad arachnophobia, I can't. I just can't. So you won't catch me going in jungle. No chance. I think there was another new one that came on, another new show that came on a while ago, but I've not watched it since I saw about 15 minutes of it at the start of it. Was it called Survivor or something? And they basically put two camps on an island and they've got to like sort of survive, but they're sort of going against each other at the same time, in competition with each other at the same time. I'm sure it was called Survivor, but I didn't stick watching that. I saw them put a few people in and then I was like, nah. I watched this YouTuber as well. Well, there's two YouTubers. Are they married? I don't know if they're married, but they're partners. And is it JT Reacts? I think it's called JT Reacts, something like that. And they're really into like the British culture and rewatching like things from over here and reacting to it, or you know, tasting sort of UK treats on the channel and stuff like that. And they was watching a video of shows that we have over here, and there's one called Naked Attraction. And his face when he saw that show, he was like, what now? What now? Because they basically put naked people in a box. Like, say a woman comes on the show looking for a man, they'll bring the woman out and they'll put 4 naked men in boxes, And then the first time they lift the first bit of the box up, you obviously see the sausage or whatever. And then the next time they lift it up, you see the chest, and then the next time they lift it up, you see the face, and then they ask them to talk, so then you get to see what their accent is and all that lot. Oh, that's my doorbell. 1 second. I'm back. Yeah, so he's actually sat there watching it and going, so it actually doesn't censor out the parts, it actually shows the parts. Oh, it's hilarious. I love watching him. But yeah, my postman has just been and delivered something I've been waiting on, so I may as well show you why it's here. So it's not colouring related, but it is. Since I got my new coffee table, I was looking for some coasters, and I went onto Etsy and I found the most adorable coasters. I forgot the name of the company. I think it was Greenwood. Oh, going back to see if it says it on here. 1 second. Greenwood Gifted, it's called. Greenwood Gifted. So it's come packaged cute, hasn't it? Let me like. Oh, a little note there as well. Put my name on. So this is a business card. Cute. And I'll show you what I've got. I'll show you what coasters I've got. Now, you know me being artistic, I wanted something artistic, something animal based, because I love animals, you know that. So let's have a look at these. This is the first time I'm looking. Oh, let's move that out of the way. Oh, look at these. Let's move that. So it's got its own little coaster holder as well. So I ordered a set of 4. So we've got the raccoon. So these are all, what do you call it when they're like, are they 3D printed or something, or engraved? What do you call it? But how cute are these coasters? So that's the raccoon. And then I got a Highland cow. Oh, I love these. They smell gorgeous as well. A squirrel. How cute are they? And a bear. Now you can get all different animals and you can mix and match, and you can comment in the Etsy store which animals you want. So you don't have to get a certain set, like say you don't have to get all 4 bears or all 4 squirrels. You can mix and match and write in the description which animals you want, and you can get 4. You can get a pack of 4 or a pack of 6. So you've got this little stand to pop them in as well. Oh, I love those. She is on Instagram as well if you want to have a look at her work. But how cute are them? Yeah, Greenwood Gifted. Greenwood Gifted it's called. Oh, I'm chuffed with them. I can now put my drink on the coffee table because I've been avoiding putting it on there until I got my coasters. I was like, nope, not putting a hot drink on there yet. Not doing it. So I think that was all I had to talk about as well. So I think I'm gonna love you and leave you until the next time. Hopefully I can get this hair done tonight, because all I'm doing is putting this colour throughout it, and then right at the very roots, because I want this bit to be darker at the top, right at the very roots I'm going to use the walnut brown to make it even darker at the roots. But this is sort of the vibe we're going for on this page. So yeah, I'm really loving it. Please do drop me a comment in the description. What colour do you think I should do this flower and this dress? Because I'm sort of, normally I colour the illustration first and then do the background, but I really felt compelled to do the background first on this one, and now I've done the green background, I'm sort of thinking, well, what colour can I do this now? So I don't know. Let me know, guys, let me know. But thank you so much for popping on and just having a little catch up. Do hit that big thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.